someone asked me recently in the comments, they asked, what jobs did you have before you were a full-time YouTuber person? And I'm out on a shoot right now. I'm currently at work, I guess. And I thought it would be an interesting one to answer. I've been super fortunate with jobs. So my first job actually was at a skate park, and that was nuts. So, hey David, I'm actually filming something else like right now, super quick. You want to be in the shot?
Sure.
I started doing something on my second channel where I answer questions, like comments and stuff. You know, the same thing that like all YouTubers do. All the cool YouTubers have the Q&A stuff. But so I got a comment about, yeah, you and Frame. This is David. He helps me shoot things sometimes.
Hi, and apparently it's muddy where I was just doing
the
last couple shots.
Well, I appreciate your...
Happy to help.
So they asked what jobs I had before I was a YouTuber. And I don't know if I've told you this.
I know
my
one
first
of them.
job. I have, yeah, maybe you do. My first job is particularly like kind of crazy in that it's like the best job ever for a 16-year-old who skates. So I worked at a skate park.
Oh, that's convenient for you.
And and they just need, like, I technically had a lifeguard position, and I like worked skate camp and stuff. But most of the time, just being a lifeguard, you're just at the skate park. And so I just got to skate with my friends all day.
I didn't know like lifeguard was a term for someone that would work at a skate park.
Yeah,
like,
yeah, it really isn't. They just need someone there just in case something happens.
Okay, sure.
But it wasn't a very crowded park, so there was only a few times in like 4 years that I worked there.
You did that for 4 years?
Yeah. Oh yeah, it was
That's
hard. It was hard to leave. Yeah,
Yeah.
So I mean, I would show up and I would clock in and I would skate all day and like teach kids to skate and jump over stuff and grind on rails and.
Not bad.
Yeah, and that was my first job. And
Cool.
I did that. What was your first job?
I had the same job for years.
Oh, same job as I thought you meant like skate park. You also.
No. I worked at my parents' shoe store.
Oh, nice.
So I started when I was like, I think 9. It was when the first day I ever worked there when I was 9 years old.
Wow.
Which I think violates some child labor laws.
Yeah, that certainly does.
I think it doesn't count when it's a family business.
Yeah. Then you can go through the cracks.
Yeah, right.
And then after I did skate park, then I worked as a guitar teacher for 2 different shops, and that was a great job.
Yeah.
I don't think I'd want to do guitar teaching like full time.
I think you're good where you're at right now.
Yeah, I mean, I really like the position I'm in. I've been super fortunate. The internet has been really good to me to where I can just do this full time.
Yeah.
But if you're a guitar player, I would recommend teaching guitar at some point because I think you learn a lot on the other side. Like you really start to critique what you're doing when you start teaching it.
You think you get better as a guitar player?
Yeah, I absolutely think that I learned a lot as a guitar teacher once I started teaching it.
That's interesting.
Well, I learned a lot as a guitar player and a guitar teacher.
Right.
And after that, I shot weddings. I filmed people getting married.
I think we've all done that.
Yeah,
at some
yeah. I
point.
think if you've done any video work, you know,
you have a
chances
family
are,
friend and you have a camera.
Yeah.
You're like, I'll do it.
Mic on you? Yeah, I think pretty much anyone that does video work, it's like,
Yeah.
it's an easy thing to.
But then you have to edit those.
I didn't have to edit.
Oh,
I
you
wasn't
didn't?
editing.
Oh,
yeah.
that's
So
good.
I would hate to do that.
Yeah. That's not a fun thing. So.
Yeah. The actual shooting was okay though.
No, that's fine. I've done like bar mitzvahs and stuff
Yeah.
as well. Those are always a little crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. We had a few crazy weddings.
Yeah.
They were just like everyone has the same wedding, so it's like the same thing every time.
Yeah.
So that was like a little bit boring, but it was an alright job. And then I worked at a library.
Yeah, that always I never understood that. I not understood it, but when I heard that, I just didn't see you working.
Oh,
at
that
the
I worked at the
library ever.
Well, the library I worked at was actually pretty amazing. So I worked at Arlington Heights Memorial Library. Shout out to that. It's actually the library that's in Metal and Inappropriate Places. They let me come back and shoot. And
oh, that's right. I was wondering how you did that actually. You were kind of obvious when you were there.
Yeah, totally. It wasn't like a prank video or anything.
Yeah,
like,
okay.
I got permission and did it like after hours. And then yeah, they actually had like they had a recording studio and like a film studio.
Really?
And so that was like why they hired me, because they were opening up like a whole studio and like high school kids could come and rent out the space and make videos and
That's awesome.
record music. Yeah, really amazing.
Cool. All right. Well, that makes
cool.
sense why you worked at a library now.
Yeah.
I always imagine you with like a little cart of books.
Yeah, no, I didn't do like collections or anything.
Okay. That makes more sense.
But although the studio was a big part of it, the overwhelming majority of what I did was just like help people learn like Yahoo Mail or stuff like that. Like I was at the public computers
And that's a complicated procedure.
Yeah.
That's tough.
It could sometimes be, as a job, it could sometimes be tough.
Well,
People would get mad at you for their Microsoft Word documents not working. And
Well, it was your fault, probably.
yeah, it was my fault.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's it. That's it for me. Any other interesting jobs besides working on shoes?
No, really. I did that for a long time. I mean, I graduated college, and then I was gonna be like, I'm gonna get into film right away. And then you move home, and you're like, I need a job right now. So I was just kind of like, I worked there for the majority of my life. I mean, I only do YouTube full time now for the past couple of years. Only. Most of the time, it was still working there, which was a great job.
Yeah, I imagine working for your. Well, I guess it depends on how you like your family.
No, I like my family a lot.
Yeah.
It always kind of helps because, you know, parents own the store, so it's easier to get days off. And when I was starting to get into film more, it was pretty easy too, because all of a sudden I'd be like, oh, I have to leave for 5 weeks to work on this film. I know I won't get fired.
Yeah, yeah, your parents aren't gonna fire you.
So that was a nice. It was a good transition job doing YouTube and film more full time because I could be lenient with my schedule. Even though I hated using the my parents own the store card.
Yeah.
Never came in handy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right on. Well, David also works on The Good Stuff. If you're not familiar, it's a really good show with good stuff in it.
That's why we call it that. That joke doesn't get old either.
No, never. I can't imagine it never gets old for you guys.
Yeah. So you should check out that channel.
All right. Sweet. Yeah, you should. And I think I've got as much footage in this location as I can think of right now.
Right now.
Yeah.
I think we should come back and do the half-hour thing sometime.
Yeah, I agree.